What's up, guys? Nate with Famous Racing Customs, doing a little update on the 55 Cameo. I've only been really just tinkering with it. I did a video that I didn't post just because the content wasn't what I was really wanting to put on there. Just been dealing with a little bit of this stress and other things, so yeah. So anyways, on to the 55 Cameo. So there it is, sitting there, and as you can see, I ended up building my own C-notches, and they're not exactly perfect. Whatever. I may not even be using this chassis here, only for the simple fact that I found my 61 Impala chassis that I hacked the crap out of a long time ago, and I've been wanting to use this because it's got a perfect already built-in C-notch. I'm fixing a little bit of the frame, and basically what happened is right here it broke, so I drilled a little hole in each end, and then I put a little piece of paper clip inside there, and now I'm gluing it together for then the paper clip is just for strength, really. Kind of did the same thing with my C-notches as I drilled. Before I cut all this out, I drilled the 4 holes in the frame where I wanted my C-notch to go, and then I just took a piece of spare sprue, bent it into shape, and glued it in place. And like I said, you can see how off it is. Kind of not liking it, but at the same time I did it by hand, and what I should have used to shape it was like one of my hobby knives or whatever, because they're nice and round, but I didn't, and that's how it came out. So put that there. Alright. So yeah, but you know, everything's on there. So I have one of a few different choices. I can either just use this and try to figure out how to mount my front end on, because that's the biggest trouble I'm having now. I found some ladder bars that I was just going to use to link my rear end together. Yeah, the wheelbase on this is perfect. The only problem is well, now where'd you go? This is the rear section of the frame, because the frame's just too long. But center front to center rear, the spacing is exactly the same. So I can either use this the way it is and try to figure out the front end, put this piece, after I trim it down, back on here, and use this entire frame right here, or section off just the front end and graph it onto this frame here, so I can use the modern front end off of it, or you just take the sections I need off of this, such as this for the C-notch and the front end here, and graph it onto here. So like I said, I got a few different choices. Sorry, I did have this cleaned up just a second ago, and then I started finding parts and pieces and things like, this is out of the Hilux. It's the compressors and the air tank. I was going to use it in this. I also found the fuel cell for the Hilux. Since I went ahead and glued the bed down on it, it doesn't flip anymore. So yeah. Still, I work today, so Dave Parker Camaro again just moved, and just sitting there, just waiting to be painted. And in this mess, as you can see, I have some other things. I have the that 67 GTO. I have the engine for it, which I'm thinking about just building up and seeing if I want to even try to use it in the Hilux or in the Cameo or not. Because I was gonna just build kind of like a badass blown street engine that that would fit under the hood, so I didn't have to modify the hood at all, because that's not something I want to do at this point. Although it may come down to I may want to do it, I don't know yet. The other, this is out of the little blue Deuce. It's the it's the 409 out of the 61 Impala that I had modified the transmission to fit in the little Deuce coupe, or a little blue Deuce, or whatever I call it. I keep forgetting what I've called it. I have to go back through my videos. So not too sure about this one. I don't really think I'm going to use it. Main reason is the blower and the actual manifold itself for this doesn't fit on it. So yeah, I don't know. This is going to be months long project build. I can already tell, just because every time I go to do something with it, I find something else that I want to change on it, and or something I want to add, or like I said before, the problem I've been having thus far is getting a A-arm, a upper and lower control arm, modern suspension on this old style frame. So That's where this came in. This frame. I found it. I just happened to be looking through some parts and found it. So that's well, I guess that's that for right now. What the hell wheels are those? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I might need to hang on to that. As for the 66 GTO, this is pretty much all I've done to it. I got the latest issue of Scale Auto, and they were doing one where they were kit bashing it, and so what I went ahead and did is I opened the trunk, and the doors are actually opened on it. But that's about as far as I got, and that's as far as I'm going to get. I'm not gonna build this, so I gotta go through and find whatever parts that I'm not going to use and throw them all back in here. If any of you guys are wanting a project for cutting the doors on it, or whatever, I mean, it still does need some body work on the door jambs. I cut one side really well, one side not so well. Just really the interior, the door panels on the interior need to be cut out of it for the doors. The chassis here, the hoods here, both hoods actually. It comes with this ridiculous just reject of a hood. I hate this hood. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So I have all the instructions in all the languages, the decals for it. Like I said, I just have to go through. I think I'm going to keep the engine out of it, and that's probably it. The only issue that I had, sorry, this is not my finest video, but I'm trying to find stuff now. There it is. I went ahead and stripped all the chrome off for the most part, but whatever they used to chrome this, it's kind of weird. Like, I put it under a bath also, and it just has this weird, like, stuff that's, I don't know if you could see that, it's kind of like this, right here, it's part of the chrome, and it probably just needs to go back in the purple power for like a little bit longer, and then rewashed. But let's see, there it goes. It's weird, it's like a weird coating, but like I said, anybody's interested, shoot me a PM or whatever, and I mean, here, let me turn around so I can get into the light. Really, as it goes with parts, I mean, yeah, I need a few, but, whatever. But like I said, if anybody wants it, shoot me a PM. I'll probably uh, just give it away. Uh, it's just one of those things that I had the ambition to do it, but it was just something I lost interest. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the car in the first place. And I was going to try to make it something I did like. But, you know, I got so many. The big Mustang is in its box. I know somebody had asked me about it today. It's in the box. I put it off to the side for the Dave Parker tribute, and just really haven't gotten back to it. I need to strip the. I have to strip the future off the hood because something weird happened, and it didn't want to stay on the paint. It's kind of beat it off a little bit, but whatever. I'm probably going to end up actually stripping all the future off of it, body too. So it may just soak in some soapy water or whatever, something that I can let the body soak in without hurting the paint, because I mean there's a lot of paint there. So yeah. So as for my projects, what I have is what I have. I'm at a point right now that Lindsay's been out of work for a while. I got some extra bills that are starting to pile up. So I mean, I'm going to keep building as long as I can build, but I mean, once I'm done with my projects for right now, I'm done. I'll probably ask for, ask my girlfriend to buy me one for like my birthday or maybe Christmas or something. But as it goes right now, just my finances. I just. It's not the hobbies. I mean, the hobby's not what's taking a toll. It's just all the little things are starting to add up. I've spent. Seems like every time I turn around, I have to spend money fixing my truck, and just can't seem to catch up right now. So the model building's gonna have to stay on hold. No new projects until, I mean, like I said, maybe my birthday or something. Yeah. So yeah, I got the Cameo, the Camaro, the Mustang, the pirate ship. I have a dragster, and then my rebuilds, the 1/16 scale, generally the little blue Deuce. So I think I kind of have enough work for at least a little while. I mean, everything's already kind of started, and the Cameo, I mean, it's in mock right now. The Camaro needs paint. The Mustang just needs the future needs to be stripped off of it, and it just needs to be re-cleared, and then finished being put together. The pirate ship, is about this far done. I have it glued together, the two halves glued together, and then I have the deck put in. But this one I'm going to do the rigging and everything on it, and it looks complicated as hell. But, you know, so that's as far as I am with that, and it still needs to be painted and stuff like that, so, yeah. I don't think I have any more. Oh, I have the chopper still too, so, you know, but like I said, unless things get better by the time I get all these done, that's it for the moment. So I'll continue posting videos, and hopefully I don't get done with these too fast. The way the weather's been, I ain't ever gonna get paint done. I'm going to get out in my garage tomorrow and try to clear off a space and try to throw down a coat of paint, at least on the Camaro, or at least primer. Let's see how far we get with paint. Oh, and the other thing is, too, on the Camaro, let me see here. It comes with this little chintzy, crappy wing. It only goes the length of the trunk, and I don't like it. I don't know if any of you guys have like I don't know, maybe a spare wing or something you guys aren't going to use or don't care much about. I thought about trying to just make one myself, but it no. Just no. So, oh my goodness. I have to outstretch my arm so far for this video on this phone. Yeah. So, you guys, any of you guys have like a wing or something out there and you guys are just looking to get rid of or whatever, you know, let me know. If not, then I'll figure something out one way or the other. So that's gonna be it for right now. Yeah. So. This is Nate from famous. Let's try that one more time. This is Nate from Famous Racing Customs, and I'm signing off.